get hood lines and creases that actually make the car slightly more muscular from the front end when you look at it. And there's some amount of chrome also to give it that premiumness. However, when you move to the side is where you notice that the wheel is actually, it looks like an alloy wheel, but these are 14-inch steel wheels, and these steel wheels are cut in such a design that the wheel cap that the company gives you actually fits exactly, leaving no space. So when you see it from a distance, it actually looks like an alloy, which is actually a very nice thing, because I mean, a good steel wheel design like this is really appreciated, and you don't need to spend anything and put an alloy wheel because it actually looks like an alloy. However, you can see you get body cladding all over, and that makes the car slightly more muscular. From the side as well, you get these blacked out door handles, and you also get 184 mm of ground clearance. Now 184 mm of ground clearance is actually pretty decent for a car this size, and obviously this is the Climber version, so actually this gets slightly more mm ground clearance. The regular Kwid I think gets around 180. So yeah, I mean, it can go over anything, not exactly over anything, but yeah, the bumps, potholes, if 4 people are also sitting in the car will not bottom out anywhere. Moving on to the rear section, you do not get a shark fin antenna. As you can see over here, you get a regular antenna, and you get a spoiler behind. You also get a high stop light that's not present in LED, that is a halogen unit. However, the tail light features a mix and match of halogen and LEDs. Looks nice. You get a Renault logo, and right in center of the Renault logo you get the reverse parking camera, and the parking camera quality is actually nice. You get sensors as well, and you can see that the boot lip has a chrome finish. You get the Kwid badging in the center, and the bumpers is obviously finished in this matte black finish. However, if you see that the boot space, you get around 279 to be precise, but 280 liters of boot space. You do not get a 60-40 split. However, you can fold on the entire bench if you need to take more luggage. If you're 2 people traveling and you have some big bags to carry, then you can fold down the seat and you will get a lot of space. Moving on to the inside, now first of all, you get a very basic key for this car, and you get two, obviously you get a pair. So the spare key does not have a lock and unlock button. However, the main key gets a lock and unlock button, and the spare key, the logo behind is also not finished in chrome. It's finished in piano black. However, the original key, I mean the first key, that is the key that is the lock and unlock button, that gets a chrome logo, a chrome Renault logo at the back. Moving on to the inside, so you can see you get a blacked out interior. However, you can see that the seats are they are all fabric, and there is no soft touch material. There is hard plastic. As you can see over here, you get Kwid written over there. You get circular AC vents on either sides. You get rectangular AC vents at the center. However, you get this 8-inch infotainment system, and this is the same system that you find on the Renault Triber. You also get a digital cluster over here. Again, this cluster is also seen on the Triber, and this is now actually, it gives out a lot of information. Plus, it also has a TPMS. That is one of the safety features that I was telling you about, that the car, the safety feature that has been added in this car. So yeah, this gets TPMS, and you also get a TPMS warning with a light, and it tells you what tire, for example, front left or front right or rear left or rear right. It will tell you what tire pressure is low. Well, moving on, you get a manual AC. You get all 4 power windows. The front 2 buttons are over here. The rear 2 buttons are placed where they should be. They are not placed here somewhere or here. They are placed behind. Before this, you used to get manual window controls for the rear ones, but now they have switched to the electric ones. So all 4 windows are electrically operated. However, the steering wheel is nice. You get steering mounted controls to control the infotainment system. You do not get cruise control with this. However, the steering wheel cannot be adjusted for tilt or telescopic. So tall drivers like me might find it, I found it a little difficult to get to my right driving position, because I usually tilt the steering wheel a little up and drive. So I'm now used to it. You will be used to it if you're a tall rider. But as you can see over here, the headroom is pretty decent, and my height is 6'1". So I don't have a problem sitting in the front seat, where obviously the seat also does not have a height adjuster. So it is not a problem. Well, now let's talk about the seats. Seats are comfortable, they are fabric seats, and I mean, yeah, the rear seats also nice. You get headrests, but they are not adjustable. All four headrests, there are two headrests at the back. You do not get a center armrest. But however, the space at the rear is little less. The headroom is nice, but the legroom and the underside support is a little compromising on that. Now let's talk about the engine. So this engine is a 1 liter. It's actually a 999, a 999cc 3-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol engine, and this produces around 62 bhp of power and 91 Nm of peak torque. And this comes mated to either a 5-speed manual that we are driving today or an AMT gearbox. Now the manual gearbox is actually nice. The AMT we have not driven yet, but I mean, I've driven the older AMTs, but they have said that they have improved the AMT slightly, so we'll be driving the AMT version sometime later and telling you how it performs. But the manual gearbox is nice. It is very light. The throws are really good. The clutch is very light on the car, and yes, being a 3-cylinder, it is slightly noisy. If I just downshift and if I just rev, you can hear. Post 3,500, 4,000 RPM, it just the noise starts creeping in, and it redlines all the way up to 6,000 RPM, which is actually a good thing. It touches triple digit speeds in no time, and it is a perfect car. I mean, the acceleration is kind of linear. It's got a linear mid-range and a decent top end. However, the suspension setup on this is slightly on the softer side. I mean, yeah, the suspension is really nice. Now I'm hitting a speed bump, and you can see it just took it very easily. So I mean, the car sits high. It has this suspension, soft suspension setup, so obviously there is some amount of body roll in the car. And yeah, it is not a car that you go cutting corners with, but yeah, it's a very nice family hatchback, a small hatchback. It's just like a go-kart. You can maneuver in the city through busy traffic also, because it's small in size, but it has got all the features that you need. And now talking about the safety features of this. So the safety features now include, first of all, you have 2 airbags, and for the driver and the passenger. Then you have EPS, that is electronic stability program, as standard. Then you have traction control. You have tire pressure monitoring that I already mentioned. So these are a few safety features now that comes standard with the Kwid. And with that, yeah, the car is pretty safe. It also has a 80 and 120 speed chime alert. So if you're doing way above your speed limit, it will continuously keep on beeping, keeping you in control. So I guess, yeah guys, this was the all new Renault Kwid. And I mean, if you need to know anything else about this car, wait, before I end the topic, I'll tell you the mileage. So the claimed mileage of this is somewhere between 21 and 22 kilometers per liter, since it is a small engine, and if you keep a light foot on the highway as well, you will be able to achieve that mileage figure. And on a full tank, you will easily do over 500 kilometers in one journey. So yeah guys, if you need to know anything else about this car, please mention on the comment section. We will get back to you on that. Until then, I'm Promeet signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe, and drive safe.